Hi guys, it's Hayden Crawford here from Dreamtime Academy and welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Insights. This is a show where you get the opportunity to be able to leave your date of birth and I will work out what's going on for you across the three different planes of existence, both mental, emotional and physical. Now, your birth date isn't by default, it is actually a soul choice that you made before you even came to this planet. And from there, I can work out the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your personality's strengths and weaknesses, and also your soul purpose and origins as well, which is really fascinating because this gives you information about where you have come from before you arrived on the Earth. So which star system did you originate from? Was it Andromeda like me? Was it Arcturus? Was it Sirius? Was it the Pleiades? Or was it Vega or Alpha Centauri? There's so many different star systems actually that we can come in from, and we come in with information and we come in with a mission really to help raise the vibe of the planet from the old 3D to the new 5D vibrational frequency, where we can exist in a space of heaven on earth. Now, you might not necessarily be aware of this, but each and every single one of us has signed up for this mission because now it's the time to do the work so that you can feel fulfilled, so that you can experience more joy, more peace. And also, as a collective, we can start co-creating the reality on this planet that we truly want, know is rightfully ours, and that we deserve as well. So it all starts with your date of birth. So, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to leave your date of birth in the comments section. And from there, we can have a look at what is going on. All right. So I'm actually going to pick out a card from my Starseed Oracle deck as well for you, for anyone who's watching this now. All right. And this is some information that's going to come in that's going to help and guide you through what the energies that are around us at the moment. Now, we've got quite a lot of interesting stuff that's happening at the moment. And if I can talk to you through that on an astrological basis and what's actually impacting and affecting us right now. Hello to you. I'm very well, thanks, Pankaj. How are you today? Now, this is a card that's come in. Okay, so this is Starkeeper, okay? Cosmic Ancestors. Okay, Starkeeper. So when this one comes in, it's about seeding the light by staying grounded. Now, there's never been a more important time to stay grounded, because unless we stay grounded, we're unable to take the guided action that we need to be able to fulfill the mission that we're here to do. We can float off in the ethers, and actually it wouldn't give us the opportunity to be able to do the work. So we have to take the inspired action based around the guidance that we are offered. Okay, good. I'm glad that you're fine, Pankaj. So what's even more important, if we look at what's going on for us astrologically at the moment, we're actually moving at the moment from Aries into Taurus on the 20th of the month. Okay, that's actually moving next month into Taurus. Okay, so we've just had the new moon in Aries, and that was very intense. Okay, so it was like lots of fire energy around us. But as we settle into Taurus, you'll find that there's a lot of planets going into Taurus, such as the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Uranus. And this really is, it's about us being able to kind of connect with nature, our sensuality. It's about us connecting to music and touch as well, because Taurians are all about that. So there's a lot of Taurus energy, and also Mars is moving into Cancer as well, which means that it'll show us how that we can express our energy to the outside world as well. Okay. Yeah, Corona in this country, we're in lockdown at the moment, actually, in Australia, in Western Australia. So it has been sort of pretty good most of the time, but yeah, it has definitely stepped up again recently. We've had some issues with our hotel quarantine system and things like that. But yeah, so Mars is going into Cancer. Also, on the 27th of this month, we've got an intense new moon as well. It's a moon in Scorpio that's going to dredge up a lot of emotions for people. So be aware of that as well, okay? And where you're giving your power away. So these are just some little insights into what to expect over the next few weeks, okay? Because we are all going through quite a dramatic change as we are kind of upgrading our DNA from an old carbon structure to a new crystalline one, which is a lot lighter, it's a lot brighter. Okay, so if you want to leave your date of birth in the comments section, Pankaj, I'll take a look at your Starseed Numerology Insights. Now, this is my board, and what I'll do is I'll transfer your numbers across onto what's called a birth chart, and I'll be able to tell what's going on for you across 3 different planes of existence, so mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay, so the other thing to make a note of as well, and this is just something to be aware of, is that we've got Uranus going through Taurus at the moment as well, which is all about new earth and about being ungrounded as well. So it's really important, as that card just presented, this information about staying grounded on the planet. Pluto's also in Capricorn all the way up to 2023, and it's at 26 degrees. So, you know, this is about transformation in the patriarchal government organizations. And Uranus in Taurus feels like the rug is being pulled from underneath our feet. So you know what's been going on globally for everybody. So Taurus is nature and the body, and sometimes that can be interferences with nature as well. Hi, Alexis. How are you? Nice to see you here today. You've been having major panic attacks, have you, Alexis? Yeah. You see, this is how it's manifesting in a lot of people, because a lot of people aren't feeling safe and secure on the planet because of what's taking place. Okay, so Pankaj, you are born on the 28th of December, 1990. Excellent. So what I'm doing is I'm just transferring your date of birth here into what's called a birth chart, and it's Pythagorean numerology that I practice and teach. This is this mode of numerology. It's by far the most accurate form of numerology that I've ever come across, and I've been studying numerology for years. So hi to you, Ice World, as well. So what we can see here, this is Pankaj. You've got what's called the arrow of frustration. Now, this is the lack of the 4, 5, and 6 in your birth chart, which means that there was difficulties for you during childhood. So it could have been that your mum and dad separated, or that you felt like you didn't fit in, or there was sibling rivalry, or, you know, even adult relationships. So difficulties within your adult relationships as well. So this is classed as a negative arrow within your birth chart. Doesn't mean to say you're a negative person. It just means that you might have difficulties to overcome within relationships and during childhood. We can also see here that you've got this arrow here, which is called the arrow of the Inquirer. So you can be a little bit skeptical of anything that can't be scientifically proven until you get your own proof. And that's through a process of research and investigation. So when you get your own proof, you become like an avid convert. So it's really interesting to see how that plays out. You're very independent. Your 8 is very independent, and it likes to be in control. So for you, Pankaj, you like to be in control. You're quite an organized person as well, but very independent. You are somebody who likes to do things your own way, because you're a day number 10 as well, which is derived from adding the 2 and the 8 from your 28. And this means that you'd make a good business owner. You're quite an adaptable person as well. So you could put you into any work environment and you would actually do quite well, because you're very adaptable. You prefer to keep a lot of your relationships, especially intimate ones, a little bit superficial, because you don't really want people knowing what's going on for you emotionally. Because sometimes you struggle with that and communicating how you feel, Pankaj. Yeah. You can also see you're actually very intuitive, and you're saying that you love to go on logics, but you're actually quite an intuitive person. So I would say that, you know, your intuition governs your left brain for sure, because the 2 energy is your sensitivity, it's your feminine energy, it's your intuition. So you've got very reliable intuitive responses. You're a 9, 10, 19, 22, 24, 34, 32. So you're actually a ruling number 5. And again, that's another feeling number. The 5 is on the soul plane, and it's about feeling. You feel things very intensely, but you need freedom. You don't like feeling constricted at all in any aspect of your life. So for you, it's important that you feel free, that you can express that sense of freedom. Okay, and you like to be able to communicate how you feel as well. So you need to have light-hearted company around you so you feel at ease in being able to open up and express. So you are somebody who is, definitely somebody who's got a very soft feminine leadership quality about you, and very intuitive, and probably you're quite empathic as well. So you might feel how other people feel as well. We can see here that, you are a good communicator, but sometimes you just don't know how you feel. All right. So you can react in emotional situations. So you are a balanced listener and talker. So it's not all about you. And I feel that, you can rely on your intuition to be able to find the right solutions for yourself. Again, you're in a 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 18, 16, 17, 18. So you're in a personal year cycle 9 at the moment. So we travel in 9-year cycles in numerology. And when you get to a 9, it's like the end of a cycle before you go back into the beginning of a new one. And actually, that means that you need to hold off from making any major decisions this year and wait till next year's fresh new energy comes in for you to either change house, change jobs, or change relationships. Okay, is all this making sense for you, Pankaj? Yeah? Excellent. That's good news. Brilliant. Okay, so there you go. Some little insights for you today, Pankaj. I hope you enjoyed that. Alexis, I'm going to come to you now. Alexis, you were born on the 26th of the 6th, 2000. Alexis, 26th of the 6th, 2000. Whereabouts in the world are you all watching from? Whereabouts in the world are you, Alexis? And what about you, Pankaj? Whereabouts are you? You're saying yes, yes to everything that I'm saying? Okay, again, you are a very sensitive soul as well. Actually, you don't have that many numbers within your chart because you were born in 2000. You see, you lack the 1 and the 9, which a lot of people born in the 9, well, everybody in the 1900s has. We can see you've got the emphasis of 2 6s. 6 is creativity. It's about balance and harmony in relationships. It's Venus energy, so it's pink energy. It's love and creativity. So you have the potential of being very sensitive and intuitive and creative because you've got the 2 2s as well. Remember what I said about them? They're feminine. It's about psychic. It's about, sort of intuitive sensitivity. It's that beautiful embodiment of the divine feminine. You're in the Vancouver area, in Maple Ridge. Beautiful. Yeah, so you're a creative, intuitive person who also likes to be in control, you see, because your day number is a 26, which reduces to an 8. And 8 is organization, control, and independence. So you're actually somebody who's quite process driven, quite process orientated. This is Saturn energy. So actually, you recognize that your future needs to be built on solid foundation. So you're prepared to wait, for things to manifest. You're quite wise, very nurturing towards other people as well. You make a good manager. You're a good money manager. Often, people with a day number 8 will go into the travel industry, or they'll go into banking and finance or accounting and that type of thing. It's often what they're attracted into. Yeah, so you've got this independent expression of nature, but you do want to be in control. Now, for you, I feel like you've got this arrow of disorder, which is the lack of all the numbers on your physical plane. These are physical numbers here. These are emotional, and these are mental numbers, the 3, 6, and 9. So the physical plane is non-existent. And actually, for you, you've got the arrow of passivity as well. So you need a bit of a kick up the arse to be able to get things done or start new projects or, get involved in the active part of life. So, a lot of the time it can manifest as maybe just, sort of not having that sort of determination to be able to kind of fulfill your goals and dreams. And you might need, sometimes a bit of encouragement from your parents or other people around you to kind of get up from the computer or whatever that you're doing to be able to participate more in life. And Ice World, you're in Montgomery in Alabama. Beautiful. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. What's your real name, Ice World? Now, Alexis, you are a, you are somebody who can be a bit possessive in your relationships as well. So watch out for that when you're living negatively. 2 6s can manifest as, sort of loving being at home so much that you kind of just absorb yourself in the family and then you just want it all for yourself. You could do with developing, sort of more stuff around the doing aspects of life. And also communication as well can be a bit of a struggle for you as well. So to actually expressing yourself verbally, it's not to say that you can't express yourself intuitively and sensitively and through creativity, but you have to develop those skills within yourself. Okay, so leave a few comments and let me know what you thought of that. So you're actually a 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you're actually a ruling number 7. So you do like to explore the deeper meaning behind life. Hello to you, Ram. How are you? And your name is Earl Iceworld. Brilliant, Earl. Excellent. And you're born in 1992. So Alexis is saying it's so true about the communication. Yeah, because 1 is your masculine energy and your verbal communication. You don't have any in your chart, you see. Now, you do like to learn through your own experiences, Alexis, okay? And the reason I know that is because you're a ruling number 7, and 7 is Neptune energy. Neptune is, the person who likes to explore the subconscious mind, the deeper meaning behind life, the mysteries, illusions, miracles, magic, and faith of life. So you like learning through your own experiences, like no one can tell you how to live your life. Yeah, so many feelings to put into words, absolutely, because you feel things very intensely, because you are very intuitive, but also quite expressive as well. Like you need to be able to find a way of being able to, you might feel issues of separation from mother that can come up for you sometimes, or falling into the role of the victim, or as you maybe go into patterns of rescuing, maybe then being abused, the rescuer becomes a victim. It's sort of that pattern that can sometimes play out with these 2 6s that come in as well. But you'd make a good teacher, so for you, whatever you learn through your own experiences can then be passed on to other people. Hey Gerald, how are you today? It's nice to see you here. I'm going to go to Earl next. Okay, so leave a few comments, Alexis, and let me know what you thought of that. Remember, Alexis, and the same applies to all of you watching today as well. If you're enjoying what you're seeing and you want more information, I'm only giving you little insights today just to wet your whistle. If you want to have a full Starseed Numerology Report, they are still on special until the end of April for only 59 Australian dollars. And that will reveal your Starseed origin, so where your soul originated from after it left source consciousness. So whether it came from the Pleiades or Arcturus or Andromeda like me, or Orion or Sirius. But also it will look at the comparison between your name chart and your birth chart and your peak years of maturity. So it'll give you loads of information about what's coming up for you in your life as well. So it's quite a predictive report. It's a 15-page handcrafted report that isn't computer generated. I create them myself. So if you want one of those, then just say yes. And what I'll do is I'll pop a little link in the comments section for you, and you can order one of those before the end of the month to get the special. Hello, Ig, nice to see you. There you go. Alexis says, thank you so much. Oh, your grandmother recently passed. I'm sorry to hear that. Excellent. Yeah, no worries at all. Make sure that if you go onto my website, just remember Dreamtime is spelled double E. So it's Dreamtime Academy. Okay. Excellent. So let's have a look. Yeah, I certainly can. Now then, I'm going to go next to, are you still there? Ice World in Montgomery, Earl. This one's for you, Earl. You're the 25th of November, 1992. 5, 9, 9, and 3 1s. Okay, so Earl, again, another person with 3 2s. Sorry, 2 2s. You've got the 2 2s there. Now, this, remember, is your feminine sensitivity and intuitiveness. So actually for you, you're a very, very sensitive guy, okay? Very intuitive. So you've got very good gut first impressions. So if you meet someone, you like them, they're usually nice people. If you don't like them, Yeah, you're usually right as well. Hey, Donald, nice to see you here. Lots of guys here today. We've got Gerald and Earl, and good to see all the boys coming together, isn't it? Whereabouts are you, Donald? Okay, you've also got what's called the arrow of determination, Earl. Now, this means that you're very persistent in your life, aren't you, when it comes to achieving your goals and your dreams. So you're like a dog with a bone. You'll see those projects through to finality. Also for you, now you have got a day number 7. So the 7 is somebody who likes to learn through their own experiences and likes to explore the deeper meaning behind life. You know, it's all about the subconscious. The 7 energy is Neptune, which is turquoise. You know, it's like Aquarian energy. So exploring the mysteries of life, it's important to you. You'd make a good teacher. Also, you know how you feel. I would say that for you, because you've got a couple of 2s there, I'd say that you quite a chatty person. Okay. You're a 9, 10, 19, 21, 22, 23, 28, 9, 30. So you're a ruling number 3. So 3 is your dominant influence, and that's a mind number. It's left brain. So you're quite analytical, can be quite critical of yourself and other people when you're living negatively. The 3 is also quite fun-loving and sociable as well. They like to be the life and soul of the party. They can suffer from self-doubt or low self-esteem, because the 3 is all about self-acceptance and expansion, and you're probably inspired by music, lyrics, and poetry and that type of thing. So I'd say that for you, you're more inclined to be gravitating towards the arts and healing arts rather than the sciences, and actually you've got potential for shamanic gifts as well, so shamanic wisdom. Yeah. You lost your connection last time, Donald. I'm sorry to hear that. Did I do a reading for you last time? Now it's interesting, because when your numbers add up to certain things, what we can get karmic numbers as well. Like for you, Gerald, like you're a day number 16, like me. I was born on the 16th, the birthday number. And the 16 is, it relates to the tower in traditional tarot. So for you, you might have a fear of losing everything. And it's because in a past life, you may have lost everything very quickly. And, it could be like a fear of betrayal or fear that you're going to lose things because it's the tower energy. It's like that explosion of old structures in your life for consequent clarification. Oh, you didn't? No? Earl, also what you can see about you, you've got 2 9s. Now the 9 is the humanitarian. It's very wise. And, it's that sense of wisdom that, so you want to help people. All right. You carry a great sense of responsibility, and you're quite idealistic as well. So yeah, you've got an interesting chart. You've got the 7 and the 3, okay, that come in as your major influences. So yeah, leave a few comments and let me know what you thought of that. Earl. And you're in a 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14. You're in a 5 this year. So freedom is going to be really important. You might feel things more intensely this year as well. So just watch that, because you need to be able to express yourself this year with people around you. Oh, that's right. I was asking you, but I couldn't respond. Oh, sorry about that. Well, you're here now, which is good news. Now I'm going to go to Gerald next. The 16th of August, 1991. Ice World. You're accurate about that. I love listening to music. My dad embraced me to love music, and I used to write poetry to express myself. Yeah, you see, that's and you'd probably like community-based social kind of projects and getting involved in the community and that sort of thing as well. There you go. Gerald says, I can truly relate to what you just said, fear of losing everything. Yeah, I know what it's like, Gerald. I've got that too. It's like a feeling like, like it could all just be taken away at any time. It's that sort of feeling. And usually it's because you're a recent past incarnation, would have been where, you know, you were killed all of a sudden, you know, and you did lose everything, or you did lose people around you, etc., etc. Hey Siggy, how are you? What's your name then? Is it Ziggy or Siggy? It's no worries, Donald, at all. You don't need to apologize for anything. So we're having a look at Gerald at the moment. Now, Gerald, you can be a bit skeptical as well. You've got an inquiring mind, okay? So you like to sort of inquire about things, okay, to find your own proof through investigation. And when you get your own proof, you'll take on new concepts, okay? But up to that point, you might be a bit sort of like, oh, I'm not sure about this. You also are somebody who, you know, you've got the 3 ones as well, and they're isolated. So that can often mean that you isolate yourself a little bit. You're masculine. You can, you know, fluctuate between talking a lot and then being very quiet. You're, you know, the day number 7, which is the teacher. So you have got the potential of being a teacher. It's a spiritual teacher, actually. And you know, and it's about investigating the deeper meaning behind life. So this 7 energy is looking beneath the surface, and it's about learning through your own experiences, so you can then teach those experiences to other people. Oh, it's Sigrid, yeah. Oh, thank you, Sigrid. Said you made a few months ago a small reading. I love your work. I don't know if that accent's very good or not. So Gerald, you're also a humanitarian. You're very wise. The 9 never loses its integrity. So if you've got an abundance of 9s, like 2 or 3 9s in your chart, it means you want to help people. You know, that's who you are. And, you know, you're also very independent as well. You've got the 8 and creative too. You love the home and family are important to you. You've got a creative aspect to your nature. And, you know, you like to be organized and be in control and have this sense of independence. There is some grounding that could do with taking place, and you're a 9, 10, 19, 20, 28, 29, 35. So ruling number 8. Okay, so that amplifies that 8 power of independence, organization, and wanting to be in control. So you are quite process orientated. You are perfectly prepared to wait for things to manifest in your life. You know, you're prepared to build solid foundations, and, you know, 8 is old father time, really. So this organizational aspect of self. So Iceworld says, I mean, especially, I have, especially when you said life of the party. I grew up, born and raised around house parties. I'm only sociable unless I know you for a while and family members, but stay to myself at times. Yeah. There you go. So Iceworld said, when you said freedom, I love feeling like that a whole lot. It's a breath of fresh air. Exactly. And Ram says, I don't mind losing things because my husband and I used to it. So many bad things happen, we lose. It's normal. Still got our dignity though. I'm glad to hear that, Ram. And Gerald says, I am a teacher. I also help children deal with stuff we can't see. So sometimes we only feel them. When it's not godly, we chase it away. There you go. So everything you said was very, very true. Great. Excellent. So there you go, Gerald. Well, look, I have got a client meeting coming up now in a couple of minutes' time, so I'm going to have to shoot off today. But if you didn't get a chance to have any insights today, remember the Starseed Numerology Reports are on special until the end of this month for only 59 Australian dollars. So if you want one of those, get in quickly, okay? They do take me 5 to 7 business days to create because they are handcrafted, not computer generated. And I'll see you very soon. All right then. Lots of love, everyone.